Hello, my fellow comic book collectors. It's Alan, the Comic Collector Geek, and this is part 4 of this Grail unboxing. There's going to be some pretty big books all through this whole series, and I hope you enjoy the books. Some might not be as obvious as others. Some will be like, oh yeah, that's totally a Grail. But some of these are more under the radar Grails, and you'll see what I mean by that in this part especially. I have to get into something that probably some of the audience, hopefully, do not stop watching this video because of this first bit of comics. Stay tuned. Please watch the rest. There is some really great stuff at the end of the video, so just stay tuned. But I have to show you something, and it might offend some people. I know some people get offended by this book. Okay, so I'm going to show you 3 books. These are ones that are already in my collection. We got The Ferret, and this is why I say it might offend people. The Ferret, and this is that was his first appearance. This is sort of like a preview book. This is Malibu Comics number 17. Again, The Ferret, and then we have The Ferret, the die cut cover. So that's this is from the mini series. Well, I had to get. So we got, you know, that was Ferret's first ongoing title, The Ferret number 1, but I had to get his first appearances. He first appeared in The Protectors, so this is new to this collection. We got The Protectors number 1, and you'll see the Ferret right down here. Now there's 2 variations to this. There's the direct and newsstand. If you get the newsstand version, you get the Ferret on the cover. Okay, so that's the newsstand version. Okay, now the direct, I'll show you the direct. So this has got him on the cover, which makes it a little bit more key. It makes it worth $1. That's it. It's not worth any more. And this is still worth $1, or maybe less. Him. This is, again, the first appearance of the Ferret. Actually, he's on the cover too, right there. That's pretty cool. So this is, again, The Protectors number 1, and this is like the kind of, there's like different colors. You can actually get this in multiple colors. It's weird. They were trying every little gimmick. This is one of those like, I forget what they called them, like the you know, it's a protector. It's a protector for the binding for the book, which is weird. I don't know. It's a gimmick from the 90s. They were all about gimmicks back then. And yeah, the spine protector. That's what they're called, spine protectors. I was trying to remember the word spine. I don't know why I forgot that word. Okay. I got these all from my comic shop, and it was during a time when they had free comics. So I'm going to show you a bunch of free comics, but don't get disturbed by that. There is some cool stuff happening afterwards. So I'll show you all the free ones. These are free comics that they just included. This is Guardians of the Galaxy. This is their actual, so you see it says Lone Star. My comic shop, their other name is Lone Star Comics. So this is their own variant for that book. And that's Marvel, what is it? Guardians of the Galaxy, 3rd series Marvel. Number 1. And then we got, this is the local comic book shop day one for Spider Boy, number 1. This is like a variant. Like, again, these were free, so nothing special. This one actually I thought was a pretty cool freebie. I like this one. It's like an Archie one. Archie Madhouse. It's like one of these Halloween free comic book day ones. So it would have been free anyways, so it's free again. And the art is by Dan Parent. So I think that's kind of cool. I think it's really quite cute. Okay, another freebie is David Nakayama, and it's Spider-Gwen Shadow Clones number 1. It's the David Nakayama variant. Okay, so these are all free. These are not things that I ordered, but they were ones that I knew that I was going to get for free. You get to pick which ones you want for free. So I figured these are all worth picking up for free. If they're free, they're worth picking up. So this is Spider-Man #1. And then we got the second printing of 8 Billion Genies #4. And then we got another Lone Star variant. That was interesting, kind of cute. And one more Lone Star variant, this one. So those are the books that I got for free. I had to show those. But now I'll show you what I actually ordered. One of the things that I collect is 3D comics. I have this weird affinity for 3D comics and gimmicky covers. I have a whole box, I'm looking at it right now, that's devoted to 3D comics. And this is a really fun one. This is Married with Children #1, the 3D variant cover. And they're all wearing these hokey little 3D glasses. The future is now. Now Comics. So free 3D glasses. I believe that it does actually include the 3D glasses as well. With 3D comics, you always want to make sure that you get the copy with the glasses. And then we got another one. I can actually feel the 3D glasses. They're right here. That's why it's kind of, it looks lumpy. It's not that it needs a pressing or anything like that. It is the 3D glasses that actually make it lumpy. Like right here. You can actually, I don't know if you can see that, but it's lumpy. And this is Mr. Wizard. And it says free 3D glasses. I thought that was kind of a cute 3D cover as well. You know, I got lots of very voluptuous women and interesting stuff going on. Might be very interesting in 3D. So Mr. Lizard 3D. Another one from Now Comics, actually, which is interesting. And another 3D one is Adolescent Black Belt Hamsters. I thought this one was especially cool because not only is it a 3D comic, but it's like this kind of Star Wars-y 3D comic, which is, you know, Star Wars, hamster, radioactive, you know, black belt, samurai, you know, got everything going on with it, you know. So just really cool homage cover plus the 3D glasses. So that's just makes it extra cool. So yeah, I thought that one was fun. This next one is one that was, I'm not sure what it is, but it's one that I think these were actually 2 free ones. Something Crawled Out. It's from Vault. I'm not sure what it is. If it's, it might be one that was on one of the hot lists, and it was a free comic, so why not? Why not get it? So Something Crawled Out #1. And then another interesting one is Captain America 750. I believe this is another one of these free ones that I got. You probably wonder why so many free books, but there's a couple bigger books in here as well. So this is Captain America 750. I'm not sure if there's a key to this book. It might be related to Falcon. I'm not sure, but I don't think there is. Okay, so now you're probably wondering, why do you get so many free books? So the way it worked is for every $10 you spend, you get a free comic. So these next few books kind of make up for why there's so many free books. So the first one is Astonishing. And this is Astonishing number 37. I always thought this was a cool cover. So what you have is this guy, he's in the sink and he's melting. Like you can see, like the, you know, his white, yellow shirt, I should say, is kind of going down the drain. He's like melting into the drain. I don't know how he's still alive, but he's melting into the drain. And it's Poor Pierre. Isn't that a really cool cover? So these, this is like a Marvel or Atlas Comics Marvel and Atlas are the same thing. Preocde Horror comic. So Atlas was the title that they used for all their Preocde Horror titles. And they're very underrated. These are way more affordable than like maybe some of the Harvey ones or the Aragon or the EC comics, but they are just as cool. I mean, this is a really cool cover, I think. So this is Astonishing 37, and it was very affordable compared to like a Chamber of Chills or some other crazy Preocde Horror cover. So another title that I'm trying to complete is a title called Zoot. And Zoot, when it first started out, was all cartoony. It was like funny animals and cartoony kind of stories. And later on, it switched into being all about jungle girls. And Zoot is kind of one of the more well-known titles for Fox Features Syndicate because the Zoot covers were done by Matt Baker. So some of the best covers were his art. And some of the covers were also done by a great artist called Jack Kamen. Now, as I said, the first issues are these cartoony style ones. And I'm trying to get the complete run, so I'm a bit of a completionist. So even though the cartoony ones are not necessarily as cool, I still want to have the complete run. So this is number 5, and it's still within that cartoony kind of one, but still actually has a bit of good girl to it, so I think it's kind of fun. So you got Zoot Comics number 5. He's kind of batted the ball over to her, and it went right in her mouth. What does he say? Hey, I said to keep your eye on the ball. And she kept her mouth on the ball instead. So yeah, just a really fun, cute kind of cartoony kind of book. Now it changed, as I said, to Jungle Girls. And we got a Zoot. And this is a Jack Kamen cover. And this is Zoot number 13. And you got just a really great cover because you got this snake that's sort of wrapped around her. You can see it's all wrapped around her, almost like snake bondage, I guess. And you get these animals. And this is one of the tells for Jack Kamen. There's 2 things. One is this knife. And this is actually my friend Steven was the one that pointed this out to me. So I kind of learned from him. The knife with the curved blade is like one of the tells. If it has a curved blade, it's probably Jack Kamen. And if the animals, if you look at their faces, they don't look like animal faces. They look more like human faces. So they actually have like these kind of weird distorted faces, and that's sort of a tell for Jack Kamen. Now for me, another tell is kind of an interesting one. One of the tells that I go by for Jack Kamen's art is the way that her bra is done. If her bra has almost like a triangular kind of pointiness to it, then it's also another tell for me that it's Jack Kamen cover. So this is Zoot number 13. It's just a really great cover. In this issue, Rula, Jungle Goddess, in Stone Jungle, Bloody Moon, and Plundering Cult. So that's a nice Rula cover, and just really cool book, Zoot. Well known for Golden Age collectors of Good Girl and Jungle-y Girl collectors. So yeah, so those are this part. I hope you enjoyed it. A little bit of variety. We got some modern and some Golden Age, and some free comics, which are always good. So I hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned. Next part, we'll be getting into more bigger books. So again, thanks again for watching. Bye for now.